Hello viewers, today I am going to explain you people about indices or exponents. Indices or exponents is the power to which any given base is raised so as to get a given number. You must be knowing that any number can be expressed as a product of its factors, or it can be expressed as one number raised to another power. For example, (32) is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 32 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 5 times. This is called multiplication or product form. This is known as multiplication form or product form. Same number 32 can be written in the form of exponents or powers. This 2 is multiplied with itself 5 times, so we can write it as 2 raised to the power of 5. This is called 2 raised to the power of 5. So 32 can also be written as 2 raised to the power of 5. 2 raised to the power of 5 is same as 32. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 is multiplicative form or product form. Same thing can be written in the form 2 to the power of 5, which is exponential form. This is called exponential form. Exponential form. In this 2 is called base. This is called base, and this 5 is called power, or we can also call it index, and the entire thing is called 2 raised to the power of 5 or simply 2 to the power of 5. That means 32 can be written as 2 raised to the power of 5 in exponential form. Now let us take one example that will make the concept more clear. I am taking one question, but before that some rules I would like to tell you. There are some rules of indices or exponents. These rules I will explain you first. Rule number 1, a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. A to the power of m into a to the power of n equals to a to the power of m plus n. Second, a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n equals to a to the power of m minus n. Third rule, a to the power of m whole raised to the power of n is equal to a to the power of mn. Next thing, a raised to the power of 0 equals to 1. Next, a to the power of m upon a to the power of n equals to a to the power of m minus n. This same thing can be written in this form also. A to the power of m into b to the power of m equals to ab whole raised to the power of m. A to the power of m equals to b to the power of m implies a equals to b. Similarly, a to the power of m equals to a to the power of n. It implies m equals to n. Next, a to the power of minus m equals to 1 upon a to the power of m. That means one by one we'll see if bases are same. In case of multiplication, the powers are added. When bases are same, in case of division, the powers are subtracted. When a is raised to the power of m and the whole thing is raised to the power of n, then the two powers they get multiplied. It becomes mn. Any number raised to the power of 0 becomes equal to 1. This fifth one is same as second, only the representation is different. A to the power of m into b to the power of m. If we multiply two different numbers which are raised to the same power, then we can multiply the two bases and we can raise them to a common power, which is m in this case. A and b are two different bases. Each is individually raised to a power m and then later on multiplied. What we can do in this particular case is we can multiply ab and then we can raise it to the power of m. If a to the power of m equals to b to the power of m, that means if powers are same, then this equality will imply that the bases are same. That means a equals to b. Similarly, when bases are same, the powers can be equated. A raised to the power of m will be equal to a raised to the power of n when m equals to n. If a is raised to negative power m, then it can be written as 1 upon a to the power of m, and following the same thing you can write 1 upon a to the power of minus m can be written as a raised to the power of m. 1 upon a raised to the power of negative m can be written as a raised to the power of positive m in the numerator. These are some of the rules on the basis of which we can solve questions. Now one example I would like to give so that the concept becomes much clearer to all of you. One question I am writing, and then with the help of these formulae you can try solving the questions. Evaluate. Eight to the power of minus 1 into 5 to the power of 3 upon 2 raised to the power of minus 4. This is the question we have to solve. 8 to the power of minus 1 into 5 to the power of 3 whole upon 2 to the power of minus 4. This can be solved in the following steps. 8 to the power of minus 1 can be written as 2 cube to the power of minus 1. 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, which is 2 to the power of 3, into 5 to the power of 3 whole upon 2 to the power of minus 4. What we have done, we have expressed 8, which is a composite number, in the form of its prime factors. raised to the power of 3. This can be written as 2 to the power of minus 3 into 5 to the power of 3 upon 2 to the power of minus 4. Now here we have used a to the power of m raised to the power of n is a to the power of mn. That property we have used. A to the power of m raised to the power of n equals to a to the power of mn. This property we have used here. Multiplied 3 and minus 1 to make it minus 3. Next step, 2 to the power of minus 3 minus of minus 4 into 5 to the power of 3. This 2 to the power of minus 3 we are writing as it is, and because of this division we are using minus sign, and this minus 4 we are attaching. When bases are same, a to the power of m upon a to the power of n can be written as a to the power of m minus n. That property we are using, and 5 to the power of 3 is as it is. So it becomes 2 to the power of minus 3 plus 4 into 5 to the power of 3. That becomes 2 to the power of 1 into 5 to the power of 3. Now 2 to the power of 1 is same as 2, and 5 to the power of 3 is 125. 5 into 5 into 5, if we do, it is 125. So if we multiply, finally we get answer 250. So 250 is our simplified evaluated value of 8 to the power of minus 1 into 5 to the power of 3 whole upon 2 to the power of minus 4. Hope you people have understood this thing. Now one more question I would like to explain. I am rubbing this so that I can write the next question. In this question we will try to find out the value of an unknown variable x. The question is, find x so that minus 7 raised to the power of x plus 1 into minus 7 raised to the power of 7 equals to minus 7 raised to the power of 19. This is your question. I repeat the question if it is not clearly visible. Minus 7 raised to the power of x plus 1 into minus 7 raised to the power of 7 equals to minus 7 raised to the power of 19. Now we have to find the value of x in this case. Now for our solution, we have to find the value of x in this case. Now for solution, we try and see what kind of bases are there. First of all, this is equal to sign. You can see, so this is LHS and this is RHS. LHS may we can see the bases are same. So we take common base minus 7, and a to the power of m into a to the power of n is a to the power of m plus n. So this a is, this minus 7 is your a, this is a, and this we take as m and this we take as n on the left hand side. So this becomes minus 7 to the power of x plus 1 plus 7. This x plus 1 is m and 7 is n, and this is equal to minus 7 raised to the power of 19. Next step, minus 7 as it is, this we combine, it becomes x plus 8. X plus 1 plus 7 is x plus 8 equals to minus 7 to the power of 19, which implies, now here if you see, bases are same on both the sides of the equation. So whenever we come across this situation, while simplifying, we come to a specific stage where bases are same on either sides of the equation, then we can equate the common power. We can equate the power. The powers can be compared. So we can compare the powers. X plus 8 equals to 19. What we have done in this particular case, comparing the powers of equal bases. We are comparing the powers of equal bases. So in the next step we'll get x equals to 19 minus 8, x equals to 11. This becomes your answer. So when the question was find x so that minus 7 raised to the power of x plus 1 into minus 7 raised to the power of 7 equals to minus 7 raised to the power of 19, you have to find the value of x, and the value of x came out as 11. So viewers, this much for today. I have just tried to explain indices in this particular section. Hope you people have understood. Have a nice time. See you again.